Are you caught in the endless loop of anxiety and stress, striving for control in a world of chaos? Unlock the ancient wisdom of Stoicism and discover the secret to mastering your inner world. Conquer your mind, and you'll find you've conquered all. Picture a bustling Athens, the heart of ancient Greece, teeming with life yet shadowed by centuries of war and instability. This is where Zeno of Citium, a shipwreck survivor, steps into history. After losing everything at sea, Zeno found himself wandering the chaotic streets of Athens, seeking meaning in the midst of his personal tribulation and a city wrestling with uncertainty. From these ashes of adversity, he founded the school of Stoicism, driven by the need to find peace in a world fraught with chaos. Imagine the agora, the vibrant marketplace filled with debates and dialogues, where Zeno began teaching. His lessons were born not from abstract ideals, but from tangible strife and personal hardship. He advocated for a life of virtue, embracing what one can control while accepting what one cannot. This mindset provided clarity and tranquility amidst the pervasive chaos. Zeno's teachings remind us that out of real-world struggles and personal challenges, profound wisdom and resilience can emerge. As we explore the essence of Stoicism, we ask, how did thinkers like Zeno use philosophy to transform adversity into strength? What's next on our journey? Let's find out. We just journeyed back to ancient Greece, where Zeno of Citium laid the foundation of Stoicism. But what about those who carried this torch into the ages? Let's meet them. First, Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, a Roman emperor who daily bore the weight of an empire, yet wrote meditations on self-reflection and virtue. Next, Epictetus, once a slave, who rose to wisdom, teaching that our minds and, not our circumstances, hold the key to our freedom. Then there's Seneca, a statesman and advisor, who balanced the pulse of politics with contemplative thought. These figures remind us of the transformative power of Stoicism in the face of life's challenges. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Imagine, amidst the noise of today's world, harnessing this inner power. Can we, like these individuals, cultivate serenity amidst chaos? What's next for their legacy in our modern dilemmas? Let's find out. As we explore the timeless teachings of ancient Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, we find surprising parallels between their world and ours. Ancient Rome, like our 21st century society, was plagued with uncertainties, societal pressures, and the constant turmoil of shifting landscapes. Today, our digital age bombards us with information and demands social media tirelessly, comparing us to others, careers often overshadowing personal peace. Yet, it was during the chaos of their times that the Stoics discovered a guiding ethos: clarity within chaos, control within the uncontrollable. Consider how Marcus Aurelius advised focusing on inner virtues rather than external circumstances, much like seeking calm amidst digital noise today. His wisdom guides us in navigating modern life's relentless pace, reminding us that true strength lies in mastering our thoughts. Reflect on this. Could embracing these ancient principles help us transcend today's societal pressures and internal struggles? What's most surprising is how these age-old teachings echo through our current challenges, offering strategies just as vital now as they were then. As we delve deeper, the question arises, how can the dichotomy of control transform our modern lives? Let's uncover that next. Meet Alex, a young professional in the bustling world of tech startups. Alex was ambitious, driven, and seemingly unstoppable, with dreams sculpted by endless hustle culture mantras. Yet, despite working tirelessly, something always seemed to hinder progress, be it unexpected market shifts, organizational changes, or personal setbacks. Each setback felt like a personal failure, breeding frustration and relentless anxiety. It often felt like life was a game rigged from the start, with external forces deciding the outcome, leaving Alex constantly on edge. But then, a simple insight from Stoic philosophy sparked a transformation within Alex's dichotomy of control. We just discussed how timeless Stoic principles remain pertinent today. This is where Alex's journey unfolds. The realization was profound, yet simple. Focus on what you can control, and let go of what you cannot. For Alex, this meant honing in on efforts and mindset rather than results dictated by external forces. With a shift in perspective, Alex began investing energy into enhancing skills, fostering connections, and nurturing personal growth, all within personal control. Instead of being reactive to external events, Alex embraced a proactive attitude, cultivating resilience against unforeseen challenges. This change wasn't a miraculous overnight shift, but a gradual realignment highlighted by a newfound peace of mind, reducing stress and boosting productivity exponentially. Alex's contentment didn't stem from the absence of challenges, but from mastering responses to them. This echoes Marcus Aurelius's enduring wisdom that our power lies within our minds, not the uncontrollable tides of external circumstances. As this modern Stoic journey showed, true empowerment comes from directing our focus inward. And so, as Alex stepped into this newfound clarity, life didn't necessarily become simpler, but it became beautifully manageable. Isn't it time we consider what burdens we carry unnecessarily? Are they within our realm of control, or are they illusions trapping us in a cycle of frustration? Next, we explore another Stoic tool-negative visualization. What happens when we contemplate the worst to foster gratitude and resilience? What's next? Let's find out. Imagine Jane, a diligent professional in a bustling city where job security feels like a distant myth. She lives with an ever-present anxiety, haunted by the thought of losing her job. Every morning, as she commutes, this cloud looms over her, making it hard to enjoy the simple pleasures of her day. However, Jane decides to try something different, practicing negative visualization, a Stoic technique used by many before her. She sits quietly and envisions her worst fear. She imagines receiving that dreaded call from HR, being told she's no longer needed. In this visualization, Jane doesn't shy away from the discomfort, but steps into it. She vividly imagines the immediate panic, the uncertainty of her future, yet she allows herself to sit with the fear rather than run from it. Drawing from this exercise, Jane begins to notice a subtle shift. The following day at work, instead of focusing on what she might lose, she begins to see what she has. Her routine morning coffee becomes aromatic bliss. The brief chat with a colleague turns into a cherished connection. She appreciates the challenges that once felt burdensome, now viewed as opportunities for personal growth and skill enhancement. By imagining herself without these elements, Jane starts to uncover a profound gratitude for her present reality. Remarkably, what initially seemed a bleak exercise fosters resilience and contentment. The paralyzing fear of job loss turns into a tool for greater appreciation and mental fortitude. Jane's story echoes a powerful insight from Stoicism. By confronting our fears honestly and embracing them, we gain control over how they affect us. Instead of living in constant dread, we live with appreciation and strength. As we've just seen through Jane's journey, the practice of negative visualization doesn't aim to make us dwell in negativity, but to illuminate the value in what we often take for granted. It's about living with a deep awareness of the present moment's fragility and worth. Now, we might wonder, can consciously choosing discomfort further this growth? What happens when we step into challenges voluntarily? Let's find out as we explore the Stoic practice of voluntary discomfort in the next segment. Consider the journey of Alex, a dedicated athlete who has embraced the Stoic principle of voluntary discomfort. Unlike most, Alex begins each day with a ritual that seems harsh, a cold shower. The icy water is a deliberate jolt to the system, a practice designed to build mental resilience. Why? Because Alex understands that life's true challenges often arise without warning and without our choosing. Stoicism teaches that by engaging in small, controlled hardships, we fortify our minds against greater, unpredictable adversities. For Alex, this translates into regular fasting, training sessions at uncomfortable hours, and refusing the common luxuries many take for granted. These are more than physical tests. They are mental exercises. Each act of voluntary discomfort strips away layers of external reliance and builds inner strength, preparing Alex for the unknown trials of tomorrow. This commitment mirrors the teachings of ancient Stoics like Epictetus, who believed that adversity is not to be feared, but embraced as a training ground for character. Alex's choices might seem extreme to some, but they embody a profound understanding. Resilience is cultivated through choice, not chance. The controlled discomforts Alex embraces today build the foundation for withstanding greater challenges tomorrow. Indeed, when unforeseen hurdles arise, be it injury, loss, or personal setbacks, Alex approaches them with a calm demeanor. Such is the power of these small sacrifices. They transform fear of the unknown into practiced steeliness. In the context of our own lives, how often do we avoid discomforts, remaining untested until adversity strikes uninvited? The lesson here is both simple and profound. By consciously facing small discomforts, we prepare ourselves to face life's storms with grace and strength. Reflect for a moment on your routines. Could incorporating voluntary discomforts not only strengthen your spirit, but also transform the way you face life's inevitable challenges? What's next? As we continue our exploration, we'll contrast this realistic Stoic approach with society's current obsession with toxic positivity and hustle culture. How does this focus on hardiness differ from the never-ending chase of happiness and productivity? Let's find out. We just witnessed how voluntary discomfort builds resilience against life's inevitable challenges. Now, let's delve into a prevalent societal struggle, the relentless chase of happiness and productivity in the forms of toxic positivity and hustle culture. Imagine Sarah, an ambitious young professional, constantly immersed in the world of get-rich-quick schemes and number-good vibes-only mantras. Every day, she's pressured to smile through adversity, brag about her 5 a.m. routines, and measure her worth by accolades and achievements. While at first glance, this seems empowering, the unseen toll is heavy, unsustainable exhaustion, overwhelming anxiety, and the perpetual fear of not being enough. In stark contrast, Stoic realism offers a different path, a journey inward rather than outward. Instead of the ceaseless pursuit of external validation, Stoic philosophy encourages us to anchor ourselves in reality, to accept life as it is, rather than as we wish it to be. It invites us to cultivate inner virtue, to focus on wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Why chase ephemeral happiness when we can embrace deeper contentment through personal growth and self-reflection? The Stoics teach us that true peace lies not in avoiding negative experiences, but in understanding and finding meaning within them. Rather than donning a mask of forced happiness, we recognize that adversity is a fundamental part of life, a teacher in its own right. Marcus Aurelius once reflected, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Stoicism reminds us that while emotions and external circumstances are beyond our control, our responses are ours to command. Embracing this empowers Sarah to stride through life's ups and downs with grace, an embodiment of authentic resilience. It's time to question, are we chasing shadow-scentless goals set by societal norms, or seeking the light of self-awareness and fulfillment? While hustle culture may reward with temporary accolades, Stoic wisdom enriches us with perpetual peace of mind. As we explore the art of accepting reality and fostering inner virtue, consider this. How might your self-worth evolve if anchored in inner values rather than societal yardsticks? What's next? Let's find out. We just explored the power of Stoic realism over toxic positivity. Now, let's delve into the heart of Stoicism, its core practices, which can reshape our lives. First, the dichotomy of control. This fundamental insight teaches us that peace lies not in altering the world, but in mastering our reactions to it. Imagine Emily, stressed about deadlines, shifting her focus from uncontrollable outcomes to refining her own efforts. Next, we have negative visualization. Think of John, fearing job insecurity. By envisioning his worst fears, he discovers gratitude in daily moments, emerging resilient and grounded. Lastly, embracing voluntary discomfort builds unparalleled strength. Consider Sarah, who willingly faces discomfort through fasting or cold showers, fortifying her spirit for unforeseen challenges. These practices aren't just exercises, they're transformative. They empower us to navigate life's chaos with grace and composure. As you reflect on these principles, consider this. How might mastering this triad control, visualization, discomfort revolutionize your journey? What's next? Let's find out as we encourage you to integrate these Stoic lessons into your life today. We've explored the powerful practices of Stoicism that can transform our lives, choosing what to focus on, envisioning challenges ahead, and embracing discomfort. But today, let's take a moment to act. Imagine for a second what shifts might occur in your life if you dedicated your energy solely to what you can control. Picture the stress of the day melting away, your mind unburdened by what lies beyond your influence. As our character journeys through life, juggling family, career, and personal dreams, they find solace and strength by anchoring themselves in this Stoic clarity. They begin to see that their true power lies within their responses and choices. This insight grants them a newfound peace amidst life's chaos, an inner fortress that stands resilient against external turbulence. So, today, we invite you, much like our Charactero, commit to trying just one Stoic practice. It might lead you toward a path of self-mastery and tranquility you never imagined possible. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step of introspection. Will you dare to take it today?